introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I'm Tiphani Montgomery, best-selling author of the Millionaire Mistress trilogy and founder of an organization called Knocked Up Now What, which helps teen moms with financial literacy and personal development.
Wow, now you just threw me for a loop here.
Did I?
I was gonna comment on how'd the book come about, first of all?
Well, the book came about because I ended up being a teen mom myself, and everybody told me my life was over. They were like, "You're going downhill fast," and I was like, "Well, it can't be. Like, I still have dreams of being a writer." And so I went to college and got a 0.0, and I was there for 3 years straight. And I was like, "Oh no, I'm going downhill," like everybody said I was. And so I went on to self-publish a poetry book, and I sold 2,500 copies in 30 days. And my publisher ended up finding me, and I wrote my first book in 2.5 months. And I was an Essence best-selling author maybe 3 months after that, and I've been won 7 times.
Wow, you know how many people I meet out there that want to do what you do?
Yeah, like writer's right.
Yes, like how hard is it now?
Writer's right.
Is it?
Writer's right. Hustlers hustle.
Yeah.
So it's as hard as you want it to be. If you want to write a book, you don't tell people you want to write a book. You sit down and you write the book. If you want to sell the book, you don't say how much you want sales. You go out there and hustle. I went and hustled in the hood.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I went and hustled at the bar. You bought a drink, you buying a book.
Oh, wow.
I went to women's empowerment events, and I sat on top of the escalator and asked every woman that got off to buy my book. So I sold water to whales.
Wow. And it takes a sense of humility, right? Like, you have to be very humble to be able to go out. And I say this to rappers or people that try to sell me CDs. Why aren't you out selling your own music?
Yeah, well, it's scary. So you have to reject rejection. You have to learn the art of selling, and people are afraid to be rejected. I mean, I hated to be rejected, but I hated the fact of working a 9 to 5 more. Like, I'd rather slit my wrist than to go to a job every day.
Wow.
And so writing was my only option, and I had a daughter. So I had to get out there and hustle and make sure the money came in, and it's really a numbers game. The first 18 people may say no, but the next 3 after that are going to say yes. So if you hurry up and get 18 out the way, you'll get 3 sales.
Wow, I'm always inspired by stories like yours. Like, what is it? What's the ultimate book that you think you would want to write?
Oh my gosh, the ultimate book that I would want to write is teaching single mothers how to beat the odds, prove everybody wrong, and live life on purpose. I mean, these are the women that are raising the next generation. You know, Frederick Douglass has a quote that says, it's easier to build strong children than it is to repair broken men. And we have a society that are like repairing broken men. So if I get these single moms confident, knowing that they can do anything they set their minds to, and they're like off and, you know, living life, then their children are going to see that. And we have now a whole new generation of leaders. Yes.
Be more patient with us men, okay? Please.
No, I think that men need to rise up to the occasion and do what they're supposed to do.
Okay. I'm going to represent men here.
Okay, you can tell go ahead. We can go for it.
I'm going to represent. It's 2012, so I think that black men alone are a little bit more motivated now. In 2012, we're trying to get it together here, okay?
See, it's hard because I can't speak for the state of all black men. I feel like a lot of black men are good and a lot of black men aren't. Just like I think a lot of white people are good and a lot of white people aren't. A lot of Puerto Ricans are good. So I can't speak for the state of black men in general. I do know that people will do to you what you let them do. And so everybody's kind of responsible for their own action. I knew that there was a man that abused every woman he was with, and he got with his next woman, made her wife, and never hit her. Because that's the standard she set for herself. So it has less to do with the man and more to do with what we as women tolerate.
I like that.
We need to examine what we tolerate, and men will move differently.
Give out your Twitter.
It is at Tiphani_M, and it's Tiphani, Tiphani, like phone.
That's unique.
Yes, okay. Tiphani_M. I tweet all the time. I love it. Connect with me there. We'll get into it. You need some advice? I'm the girl.
I need advice.
Let's go.
All right, I shall follow you. Take care.